Imagine lifting the weight of an entire car with your bare hands. Crazy, right? But for Zydrunas Savickas, it's just another day at the office. Known as one of the strongest men ever to walk the planet, he shattered records, defied gravity, and ruled the world of strength sports for decades. He's built like a tank, moves like a machine, and his feats, let's just say they make the average gym goer look like they're struggling with a bag of groceries. Now, before you think we're exaggerating, let's break it down. This guy doesn't just lift weights, he lifts the unliftable. We're talking about world records, insane feats of strength that have people scratching their heads, and a level of dedication that most people wouldn't even dream of. If you've ever looked at a heavy object and thought, that looks impossible to lift, Zydrunas probably has a selfie with it on his Instagram. From being a basketball player to becoming the king of the strongman world, this man didn't just take the crown, he built it, stone by stone, while the world watched in awe. You might be thinking, sure, anyone can pick up a heavy thing, but can they dominate for years and still look like they're about to bench press a truck when they're in their 40s? Well, Zydrunas Savickas does it all with style. This isn't some one-hit wonder. This guy is the definition of legendary, and his story is nothing short of mind-blowing. So sit back, relax, and get ready to meet the man who's not just the strongest man of all time, he's a force of nature. Born in Lithuania in 1975, Zydrunas Savickas didn't start with a silver spoon in his mouth. Nope, he came from a small, working-class family in the town of Birgi. Growing up, he wasn't a kid who was always the biggest or the strongest, but he sure had a drive. Zydrunas was a natural athlete. He played basketball in his youth, and guess what? He was pretty good at it, but he found his true calling when he started lifting weights at the age of 15. Talk about a turning point. Soon after, the world of competitive strength sports took notice, and it was clear that Zydrunas Savickas was no ordinary lifter. Now imagine this. You're 15 lifting weights in your backyard, and you're not just lifting for fun. You're lifting with a purpose. What was that purpose, you ask? To become the strongest man in the world. Fast forward to the ripe age of 20, and Zydrunas Savickas was already getting serious about strongman competitions. His first taste of fame came in 1998 when he took part in the Lithuanian Championships and just wrecked the competition. He might not have had the muscles of some seasoned pros at the time, but that didn't stop him from putting in the work and setting his sights on bigger things. Zydrunas Savickas didn't just show up to strongman competitions, he showed up and owned them. Fast forward to 2002, and he snatched his first World's Strongest Man title. But this wasn't a one-time thing. Zydrunas Savickas wasn't in it for just the glory of one title. He was there to take the crown again and again. He went on to win the World's Strongest Man title a total of 4 times, in 2002, 2003, 2005, and 2009. But what really sets him apart? He was consistently at the top for nearly 2 decades. Of course, no one can stay on top forever, but Zydrunas Savickas came pretty close. While many strongmen have had moments of glory, Zydrunas Savickas made sure those moments turned into a decade-long reign. His record isn't just impressive, it's legendary. But how did he do it? Well, that's what we're getting into next. If you think lifting 500 pounds is impressive, just wait. One of his most mind-blowing feats? The log lift. That's when you lift a massive log overhead. Zydrunas Savickas is the king of the log lift, holding the world record with a jaw-dropping 228 kilograms, which is about 502 pounds. But wait, that's not all. He's also deadlifted over 1,000 pounds. That's 453.5 kilograms for you metric fans out there. No big deal, right? Just another day in the life of a living legend. But he didn't stop there. The Atlas stones, those huge imposing stones that are the iconic strongman event, Zydrunas Savickas is a master at them. He's won countless competitions featuring these brutal stones, and his technique, perfected. So perfect that when he lifts them, it's almost like he's lifting a paperweight. But that's Zydrunas Savickas for you. He's in a league of his own. Sure, some players have had their moments of glory, but Zydrunas Savickas, he's had a career-long highlight reel. In fact, his consistency is probably one of the most underrated things about him. Even when other strongmen had off days, Zydrunas Savickas was the one they had to beat. His name became synonymous with strength. But Zydrunas Savickas isn't just about weights. Off the stage, he's a humble guy, incredibly disciplined, and a role model to aspiring athletes everywhere. His work ethic is legendary, and it's no wonder he's earned a worldwide fan base. The guy is genuinely driven, pun intended, and his dedication to his craft is what has kept him on top for so many years. Despite all his accomplishments, Zydrunas Savickas remains down to earth, always putting in the work without the need for the spotlight. His story is a testament to what can happen when you mix raw talent with hard work. And you want some insider gossip? There's actually a fan-favorite side to Zydrunas Savickas that's rarely talked about. When he's not smashing records, he's known for his dry sense of humor and quick wit. He's often the guy cracking jokes backstage with other competitors. Imagine all those big, intimidating strongmen sitting around, and Zydrunas Savickas is the one making them laugh. His low-key humor might surprise you, but trust me, it's part of what makes him so relatable.
I met this guy in an airport once, and obviously I came up to him and I said, he was one of the biggest guys at the time, and I said to him, I was asking for tips on log press. So this is the tip he gave me. So he goes, for me, I get log up to chest, I roll it up, I press log overhead, I bring down, and I put to ground. I said,
that's exactly what he would say.
Oh, he actually said that. You've been serious.
he actually said that to me, yeah. I was looking for tips. And that's his tip.
Bring up the chest.
Oh, dear.
Now you might be wondering, how does a guy like Zydrunas Savickas even train? Well, his training is no joke. We're talking about lifting, consuming, and recovering like a machine. His workout routine involves a mix of heavy lifting, endurance, and cardio. Yes, cardio, believe it or not. The guy hits the gym 5 to 6 times a week, focusing on building strength, power, and explosiveness. But here's the secret. It's not just about bodybuilding, it's about smart training. He follows a periodization strategy, which helps his body recover and grow stronger with every rep. Fun fact, Zydrunas Savickas is also known for his insane eating habits. He has to eat a ton to fuel his training. We're talking about massive amounts of protein, carbs, and healthy fats. Think chicken, potatoes, and rice. But here's the kicker, he doesn't just eat to fuel his lifts. He eats because if he doesn't, he can't lift those ridiculous amounts of weight. The guy's a beast. And when he's not lifting insane weights or making fans laugh with his jokes, Zydrunas Savickas is also an athlete who prioritizes recovery. After years of pushing his body to the absolute limit, he's all about self-care. That means hours of rest, stretching, and getting those muscles ready for the next day's battle. To stay on top of his game, he's been known to hit the sauna, get massages, and just let his body recharge. Honestly, if you think all he does is lift, you're missing the real secret to his success: rest. Zydrunas Savickas is more than a champion. He's the ultimate test of human strength. From a small town in Lithuania to dominating the world's toughest strongman events, he's proven that true power goes beyond lifting massive weights. It takes relentless discipline, mental toughness, and an unmatched work ethic. He may not be a household name, but in the world of pure strength, he's untouchable.